I heard them drop this cut on IG, and I'm like, I gotta play this because how Dr. Dre and Snoop just did a little cipher. Just a little cipher. Mind you, they on this podcast, they drinking and everything. They drinking and everything, but they did a little cipher and it was wild. I was like, oh, I gotta get this. I gotta get this. So I said, let me play it. Now I'm late for a reason. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Why is the screen like that? Some days this screen be nice and some days this screen be something else. Let me see. Let's go back. I don't know. The screen is acting up today. Sometimes the screen be okay and then sometimes I don't know. Is it me? I don't even know. Hello everybody. How y'all doing? What's going on, family? Oh, I think I got it. Did I get it? Did I get it? Let me see. I think I got it. It like it's doing something funny. I don't know. Y'all know I ain't good with all this stuff. Okay. We have to rock it through, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know. Something's going on with the video. It's like anyway on the computer. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means Queen Baby. So we gonna talk this morning, okay? We gonna talk a little bit this morning. Woosa. Mm, 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 mm. The title of this foolery is Watch Out, Brickface Lady is Back. Okay. Now, if y'all don't remember, if y'all don't remember Brickface Lady, let me just, let me remind you. Let me remind you who this woman is. If y'all don't remember, okay? If y'all don't remember this woman, let me just remind you, okay, who she is. I just want to remind you, for some of y'all who don't remember who she is, okay, for some of y'all who don't remember who she is, let me just give you a small reminder, okay? Here we go. The brick lady lie. What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick and he hits me in my face. This lady seems to have a history of blaming random. Okay, so now y'all understand, y'all remember. Okay, so check this out. She was on, shout out to Anton Daniels, okay? And so I was watching a little something of Anton and I was like, oh, wow, this is crazy. So it looked like she was invited to the panel to get up there and talk about, I think it was about relationship issues. It wasn't about her in that brick. It wasn't about that. But somehow it landed there. Okay. Now I don't know how she would not have thought that it wouldn't land there because remember, we haven't seen her in months. Okay. We haven't seen her since the whole foolery and how she was exposed on social media. So we haven't seen her for a minute. So for her to jump on Anton panel, it was a little wild, okay? It was a little wild, and a lot of people were, confused at what was going on. They were confused. I keep seeing this video like this. I don't know. I guess I just have to leave it like this. So Walker says, what would she know about relationships? She's a scammer. I know. Like I would not have went to the panel. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you just don't, if you don't know, don't go to the panel. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't excel in that, don't go to the panel. There's some things I have to turn down. Some people be inviting me to do like come to their show and talk about Yahweh, right? Okay? And I'm not good with scripture. I am not good with scripture. I'm not. Now am I a person that can bring a testimony? Yes. I can bring a testimony. The stuff that I have been through, I could bring a testimony and how Yahweh brought me out. But scripture, I'm not. And I always tell people, like, I'm the wrong person to be like, come to the panel and let's talk about scripture. I'm the wrong person. I got a couple of my go-to lines from the holy word, and that's it. So I can't get up there and be like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. No, I don't. I have to ask questions like, did I say this right? Did I repeat this right? Did it come from this book? You know what I'm saying? No, so I'm not a Bible thumper, so there's no way I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that and go embarrass myself. Ain't no way. Okay, and if we talking about anything that and one thing too, I'll share this with y'all. I don't like to debate. I don't. You wanna know why? Cause I gotta do research. That's why. That's why. If I gotta debate somebody, that mean I gotta do research. I don't like to do that. I'm telling on myself, y'all. I'm telling on myself. I have to tell on myself. I don't like to. Okay. That's just how it is. I can't sit up here and lie to y'all. I don't know what's going on with this camera. I don't know why this camera is doing this for me today. This happened last week. This happened last week, and the same thing. I don't know what happened. Like, it doesn't put me in a whole video or anything. I don't know. It's crazy. And I wish I knew how to fix it, but I don't know how to fix it. Okay, let me stop messing with it. So, anyway, back to the story at hand. She was on Anton Daniels, and it was some foolery. But I just wanted to share that with y'all about myself. I don't like to debate. I'm not good at debating because I gotta go do research, and I don't like it. Okay, I like to get up here and talk my shit and go off. That's how I am. I like to get up here, talk shit, and then just, go off. Because this is my channel. You get to say whatever you want to say on your channel. It's only when it's not your channel, you can't be up here saying bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying all the stuff that I say be bullshit, but some of it be bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I try to put a lesson in there, and then you have to add some bullshit in there, and then that's how it works. Okay? I don't know, but that's how it's been working for me. Okay? Like all this cursing and stuff that I'm doing and everything, that's the bullshit. And then you put a lesson in there. Okay? That's how it works for me. Okay? So, let me see who we got in here. Warren, how are you? I saw you first. Thank you for coming in. Quincy, how you doing? Who else we got here? Steven, Walker, A-Team, how are you? My sister, is good to see you. Who else we got in here? I think that's it. I'm about to mess up this computer. Okay, so let's get into the foolery. Okay, I done told my story, but let's get into the foolery. Okay, there's just certain things I think a content creator shouldn't get into. If you don't know how to do certain things, don't get into it. Don't get yourself all caught up in some foolery. Okay, just don't. We gotta understand that part. She sat up there and went to his show. I would have never even went there. I would have not went there because you got this whole thing hovering around you that you are a liar and a scammer. Why would you go to this channel where a correction is coming? Y'all know Anton ain't no joke. A correction is coming. Why would you go to that show? You know what I'm saying? That didn't even make sense. But anyway, she went, so it's content. You hear me? She went, so it's content now. So it is what it is. I want us to talk about something from Remy Ma and Papoose. They going wild over social media. So I want us to talk about that. Okay? Also, let me see. Before we get into the Brickface lady, okay? I want you to hear something from Tasha K. Okay, she got some new evidence about Jay-Z and this 13-year-old girl allegedly. Okay, so she got some new evidence, and this is why I tell y'all we have to be patient and wait. This is why I said Be patient and wait. Let's stop jumping on the bandwagon with everybody else. Okay. Not saying that he not guilty of certain things, but this particular person, this might be fake. Okay, because this is why they labeled it as Jane Doe, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. This is why they did it as Jane Doe. Can y'all hear me, or you couldn't hear me in the beginning? Can y'all hear me? I just want to know. Put a one in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. Could you hear me before? Because the volume was too low. Could you hear me before? Okay, thank you, Walker. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, okay. So here is Tasha K cut right now about Jay-Z. Okay. Now listen, right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm not saying he not guilty of some things that might have happened or may have happened, but if it's not his shit, he shouldn't have to own it, right? If it's not his shit, he shouldn't have to own it, right? All right, let's continue. Let's see what she say. Here we go.
Exhibit A and Exhibit B real quick. I just want to note one strong inconsistency, and then we'll bring it together at the end. Put up the two lawsuits where they have the dates so people will know. So 12/8/24, that's adding Jay-Z. They didn't add Jay-Z at first, okay? The first document that they filed, only including Diddy, was filed in October, same case number as you can see, but filed on 10/20. I just want to point out one inconsistency and then we're going to bring it in. So as you can see where it says, all right, so on the document that has the highlighted orange, which was the original complaint filed by this crooked ass lawyer, okay? It says on line 38 that the driver instructed the plaintiff, who is a 13-year-old girl who is alleging that Jay-Z took her without her permission, okay, and gave her narcotics, okay, and all this and that. The driver was instructed the plaintiff to return around 9:30 or 10 p.m., promising to take her to the after party. In the amended complaint, so the driver stated, line 42, that he had to drive Combs and others to the after party first, but instructed the plaintiff to return to his location after the event and that he would pick her up to take her to the after party. They took out the time. So in the first complaint, it says the driver told her 9:30, be your ass here in the parking lot, be ready. We gonna drop off Diddy after the award show and I'm gonna come back and get you because it likes young girls. Hold that thought on that there. There's a lot of celebrities that are billionaires that you don't know about because they don't brag about it all day. They don't put it in people's faces. They don't try to make people feel lower than them. That's all the Carters have done. They don't boast about it. They just make their little money and they go. But when you give somebody something that they never had nothing, and that's willing to do anything to anybody, like sell crack to families and stuff like that, this is what you get. And Jay-Z was just added. And I'm going to tell you why he was added. So on or around September 7, 2000, plaintiff, then 13 years old, had a friend drive her and drop her off near Radio City Music Hall in New York City so she could try to attend the Video Music Awards, VMAs. Attending the VMAs was on the plaintiff's bucket list. Now, I didn't know 13-year-olds had a bucket list. I thought that was something we do in our mid-50s and stuff like that. I would put it on my bucket list to do before I die. I didn't know at 13 she was about to face death or something like that. That's just different to me. And so she believed she could gain entry. Now, the plaintiff arrived at the venue and saw large crowds gathering as artists and entertainers began arriving. Plaintiff was very excited. 13 years old, was very excited. As the event began, much of the crowd moved inside, but the plaintiff, without a ticket, remained outside with others and watched the VMAs on the Jumbotron screen. Determined to get into the VMAs or the after party, she approached several limousine drivers parked nearby and attempted to talk her way into either. So basically, this 13-year-old girl went and solicited grown men VMA in a parking lot that were the drivers for these men at the shows and said, hey, I will do anything to get into these parties. Can you help me? Okay? And so what does the grown man say? Later that evening, plaintiff exited. So one of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for defendant Combs, which is Diddy. The driver told her that Combs liked younger girls and that she would fit what Diddy was looking for. Told the little girl right off back, yeah, you look good, child. Turn around, yeah, Diddy gonna like that. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna need you to do. And while not allowing her into the awards, the driver invited her to Diddy's after party. The driver stated that he had to drive Combs and others to the after party first, but instructed plaintiff to return to his location after the event and that he would pick her up and take her to the after party. Okay? Now, this is the amended complaint. The first complaint said what, Jasmine? And the driver instructed the plaintiff to return around 9:30 or 10 p.m., promising to take her to the after party. Magically, he takes that time out. Do you know why the lawyer decided to omit the time and not put a time in the new complaint? Put the new complaint up, Jasmine. Because when you amend something, right, your receipts have to receipt. And he didn't think people were going to do a paper trail. So I don't know who's ever watched the awards or been to an award show. But if an award show starts at 8-7 Central, put up the award show picture. Because this is from the actual awards that night, guys. There's a paper trail on the internet because these are celebrities. So the VMAs that day that she's talking about specifically, this 13-year-old victim, was live Thursday, September 7th, 8-7 Central. You can see Jay-Z there on the fly. I don't know who them other people is, and there's a pool, okay? I don't know why they got a kiddie pool there. I'm trying to help these people, and why they got kiddie pools on the screen and pizza. See, this is what I'm talking about. All right, so if the original complaint said 9:30, 10:30, be your ass in this parking lot, she done asked the grown man. Parents ain't nowhere around. He gonna pick her up 9:30 and 10:30. But first he had to drop off Combs to the after party. When did award shows end at 9:30? And when did after parties start at around 10:30? So why did he magically take that out in the amended complaint? Because there's a paper trail of what time this award show started. Award shows last 3, 4, 5 hours. Then they gotta mingle. They gotta take pictures. They're there really until midnight. Right. Midnight. If you ain't never been, all you got to do is watch them. You've watched them, the BET Awards, 3 hours, 4 hours. Why is it 2 hours? Is she going to be ready? He going to be ready? Okay, all right. Plaintiff attempted to mingle in the crowd, talked to several of the other celebrities that she recognized and whom she wanted to see at the VMAs. Wait staff circulated through the room carrying trays of drinks and loud music played throughout the venue. Plaintiff observed a widespread cocaine use, marijuana use, and everything that they normally do. After attempting to talk to numerous celebrities, plaintiff accepted a drink from one of the waitresses circulating the crowd. Just took it off the tray. There we go. Thank you. I'm 13. I'm at a party. Got in the car. Yes. Hold that thought, guys. Hold that thought. The drink was a reddish yellow mixture that tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. Okay. After drinking just a portion of that drink, the plaintiff began to worry, to feel woozy and lightheaded, making her need to lie down. Okay. A photograph of the actual exemplary container used by Combs and his agents, employees to insert GHB into alcoholic drinks, and he put an example, okay, of what it was. It was like a pen, and it looks like a penis shaped like, I don't know, container. But he's not saying that these are the actual ones, but this is what Diddy supposedly uses to, to get people ready. Now, looking for a place to rest, the plaintiff walked down what appeared to be a hallway, and I'm saying this for a reason, containing several rooms of it. She entered what appeared to be an empty bedroom so she could lie down for a moment. She did not lock the door. The room contained only a large bed with no furniture of any kind, televisions or furnishings. Soon after, that's when Combs entered the room with the defendant, Carter, and a female celebrity, B. Beyonce was not at that party. The plaintiff immediately recognized all 3 celebrities, okay? Now, before we get into what happened, what she say happened, okay? I want to show you where the after party was. Now, she said that the driver came back and took her somewhere 20 minutes away, and it was a house. So this was the VMAs. It was on Thursday, September 7th at 8/7 Central.
Wow.
Thank God for Google. This is where Diddy went. This is where the driver took Diddy, if this was the alleged driver. Put up Diddy and who his guest was and where he was. Jennifer Lopez, okay? And Sean P. Diddy Combs attended the MTV Video Music Awards after party at Twirl in New York City on September 7, 2000.
Okay.
So if this driver took her to a U-shaped house to an after party, did Twirl have a U-shaped driveway in New York City? Who from New York? Is that why they called it Twirl? Because the U-shaped driveway was you? Hold that thought. On the same day of the VMAs, 8/7 Central, okay, Thursday, September 7th, Jay-Z went to an after party, but he went to an after party at Lotus. Jay-Z was photographed arriving at the MTV Video Music Awards after party at the Lotus nightclub in downtown Manhattan on September 7th, 2000. So how is it magically?
This is why I told y'all we gotta wait. Now, I'm not saying that Jay-Z is not guilty of some things that happened. I'm not saying that. But when you have a lawyer that just comes out, okay? When you get a lawyer that just come out and say, this is Jane Doe that said she was 13, there's no name. Okay, you gotta be mindful. Now, Tasha K done did the work now. Shout out to Tasha K. She done did the work because I damn sure wasn't gonna do all that. Y'all know I hate doing research. I damn sure wasn't gonna do all that. Only how I sit up here and do some research if you make me mad. You done piss me off. I got to make sure I'm right. You know what I'm saying? I searched to make sure I'm right. Okay? Now, hello to everybody who just came into the chat. Jay LaRaw, I seen you, sir. Okay. Brittany, I seen you. Robbie, I seen you as well. Okay. And also Ricky, how you doing, sir? It's good to see you. And Mrs. She said, how are you, honey? Let's get into the foolery. Let's get into the foolery. So this means that Diddy was at an after party somewhere else, okay? And this means that Jay-Z was at Lotus at another after hours party, okay? So how did they all link up to sleep with this 13-year-old girl? Okay? This is, you know what? I love when receipts started coming. Because back in the 80s, you couldn't get receipts. They didn't have receipts like this. But when the 90s started coming around, in the 2000s, they had receipts. But in the 80s, they didn't have receipts. Like, you could do bullshit back in the 80s, you ain't get caught. Okay? 90s, they started like late 90s, a little bit late 90s, they started getting receipts and stuff. So then you started getting in trouble. But I'm not saying back in the 80s we didn't have camcorders and stuff like that. But I'm saying, I'm saying that the receipts are much better in the 2000s. Okay? So now we have found out that Diddy and Jay-Z was not at the same place. Okay? After the VMAs, they were not at the same place. They were not at the after party together. So that moves Jay-Z out of the foolery. Okay? That moves him out of the foolery. And it also moves Diddy out of the foolery too. So the lawyer is the motherfucking problem. Okay? That's why I told y'all we gotta be careful. We're running up and being like, this is what it is. Now, listen to me. I'm not saying that either men had done something. They didn't do anything wrong. But it wasn't this 13-year-old girl. Okay? It wasn't this one. Okay? So, I'm not saying that they're innocent from anything, but it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't this one. The lawyer lied. Okay? So, when you hear the breakdown of Tasha K, and you hear, and I'm not saying Tasha is a saint. I'm not saying Tasha is a saint. But when you hear the breakdown and how the first complaint, he took the times out. The first complaint, the time was in it. The second complaint, he took the times out. He must have realized he had fucked up. Because what show What VMA show ends at 9:30? Anybody? Come on now. Anybody know a reward? A reward. I'm gonna say it wrong. I'm gonna say it wrong. Anybody know any show VMAs that it ended at 9:30? There's no show where you're getting a reward. I'm still saying it wrong. I'm still gonna say it wrong, y'all. Okay, so nobody knows any show that is going to do that. When they're up there, they drinking, they partying with each other, and this and that. I'm still gonna get it wrong, Brittany. It's some words, baby. I know it in my mind, but Lord, my mouth won't get it right. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm supposed to say, but Lord, my mouth won't get it right. Ain't that crazy? And it been like that since I was small. Ain't that some shit? I be trying. I still ain't got it. I see y'all writing it in here. Hey, Laws, what's going on, baby? I'm telling you, I ain't gonna get it right. Anyway, back to the story at hand. So we're not saying that these two are not guilty of things. I'm not saying that. Okay? I'm not saying that. Steven, stop laughing at me. I'm not saying that. But we're saying that not this incident. Okay? Not this incident. Okay? It's not him. This lawyer done did some chucking and jiving and stuff like that. It's not him. Okay? So, and look like this lawyer always throwing out allegations against famous people all the time. They say he just like a bully. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. That he's just like a bully. All he does is, run up allegations and try to do lawsuits against people and filing and this and that and all sorts of stuff. They said this is how this guy is. Okay? So this is probably why Jay-Z was like, I want to know who the person is. Reveal who the person who said it. Okay? Let's go to court. Let's not do we not doing no lawsuit. Why not, y'all file charges against me. Okay? This is what allegedly happened. So I wanted to put that out there. So, at least on my channel, we did hear some of it, that the time didn't match up. Okay? And how he redid the complaint. Okay? He did it the first time with all the time and this and that. And then he must have realized that he messed up with the timing. So now he redid it another way. And now probably the judge will look at that too, if it goes anywhere. Okay? Oh, okay. Jay LaRoe said he's like the avalanche chaser, allegedly. Oh, okay. He one of those. Okay. So now we're going to let that go. I want y'all to hear something that I played for my husband. Some of y'all women who are married, you may get offended by this. But I played this for my husband, and my husband's like, I don't know. You already too much. Like, I can't take a number two of you. You already too much. But check this out. I want y'all to hear this.
Polygamy came as a gift to the woman. It is the woman who benefits from polygamy, but we've lost track of the understanding of that because it's been presented backwards, that it was something for men. Think about it. What does a man gain by having more than one wife? Seriously, we know that the man is 100% financially responsibility. He's got to cover everything, right? You ever tried to take care of one wife? Man, to try to afford 2 or 3 or 4 and still be just between them, this would not be an easy matter. And remember that little issue of just? It's hard to be just with one wife. And you want to multiply that? The issue of polygamy was designed to meet the needs of the woman. It is the abuse of polygamy that has led to the problems. It is the misunderstanding of polygamy that has led to the problems. Polygamy came as a gift to the woman. It is the woman who benefits from polygamy, but...
So my king said to me, what do she mean by the woman benefits from it? I said, because, when a man does exercise on you every night, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? When a man does exercise on you every night, that wears the body. That's wear and tear. Do you hear me? That's wear and tear, like a car. If you drive this car every day, okay, every day of your life, you drive this car every day of your life, okay? I know I'm saying it funny, but every day of your life you driving this car is wear and tear every day. Do you hear me? Now, why women back in the day agreed to this is because they knew it was benefits towards them having a co-wife, a sister wife. They knew it was benefits because, and I'm gonna share with you why I'm saying this. Hey Daniel, thank you baby for the 2-month membership. And why I'm saying this is because, listen, if you got a co-wife, right? I know this is, I'm getting a little, I need some help, okay? If you got a co-wife, okay? Now we talking about for a strong husband. He's still strong, okay? We not talking about he not strong no more and he needs some help, okay? We not talking about that. But when the husband is still strong, okay? He's still like an ox. Like he just, anything he just, it's a problem, okay? This is why people get out here and be like, I think I could do this, three in a relationship thing. You know what I'm saying? I could have a co-sister, a co-wife or something like that. Because remember, if the husband is still strong, he's beating down that woman body, not physically beating, but he tearing it up, okay? And he been tearing it up since she was in her 20s. And now she's in her 50s. And so he been tearing it up. That's wear and tear. That's wear and tear, okay? So now, if you had a co-wife, okay, she's getting a part of that wear and tear. So we're like combining, okay? Okay, Steven, stop laughing at me. So we're like combining, we're combining to get him. You see what I'm saying? Even though he still got to take care of the family and do what he's supposed to do, but we're combining to get him. Okay? Because he the one with all the strength, with the ox strength and this and that. We don't have strength like that. You know what I'm saying? So now both of us are combining to get him. And so that's how it is. Okay? So now listen. Also, you cooking one day, she cooking the other day. Okay? You cleaning one day, she cleaning another day. You know what I'm saying? The kids are growing up together. So this is why polemically, I'm going to say it wrong. Let me not even go there. This is why it was good back in the day to have a co-wife. Okay? This is why it was good back in the day to have a co-wife. Because she was your help. Do you understand what I'm saying? She was your help. Okay? To get him. Okay? Now, I know y'all like, wait a minute. I know y'all like, wait a minute. Isn't Take Heed Christian like, what is she? Listen. I'm not saying now. Because my husband was like, I can't take 2 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I can't take 2 big butts and a smile. I can't take it now. He said, but maybe back then when we was younger, 2 big butts and a smile, we were younger. But he said, I can't take it now because you crazy. So that's not going to work. But shout out to my king, because when I heard this, I was like, damn, why didn't I think of this when we were younger? You know what I'm saying? Then we could have been sharing, you know what I'm saying, and been married the same length. You know what I'm saying? I could have thought about this when we were younger. But the thing is, I was selfish. But now I'm thinking like, damn, because, my husband's still strong like an ox. Like, I got to get up and say, wait a minute, like, hold on. I got to be like, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, listen, I'm just saying. So that means that it was a benefit to the woman to have a co-wife, okay? It was a benefit to the woman to have a co-wife, okay? You tripping out. You tapping out. Oh my God, Jayla Rose said, you tapping out, babe. Listen. I will not sit up here and tell you no lies, okay? I will not sit up here and tell you no lies, okay? Sometimes I gotta say, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Let me get my shit together, like, you know. I gotta get my shit together, Jayla Rose, before I even go, okay? So now if you have a co-wife, okay, you could be like, listen, listen, I'm a do the top of the hour. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do the top of the hour, okay? you get them low by the wayside. You know what I'm saying? That's how you. My husband watching this right now. He's like, this child ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. I know. But listen, y'all. My king said, nah, I done took too long to train you. It's too long. I can't retrain another one with a big butt and a smile. We can't. I'm too old. When we were younger, yeah, because I had time. My king told me I had time, and I knew how to handle it. He said, but now I'm older now, and I just want peace. That's why when I talk to you, you already know I want peace when I come in this house. Can you imagine me trying to train a younger you and as old as I am? Me train a younger you? I started laughing because he right, because I was somebody's problem. I ain't even lying. So let's continue. Now, okay, I want y'all to hear something that Papoose had dropped this morning. Mr. He said, how are you? It's good to see you. Papoose had dropped this morning. Papoose is on fire. I've never seen Papoose go in on IG like the way he been doing today. Okay? Not even a couple weeks ago. I'm talking about today. Okay? I've never seen Papoose do that. He's not really one of those guys that be on IG and posting stuff. He not like that. But some shit is going wrong because why you think Remy don't want to give him that divorce now, allegedly? Why y'all think Remy don't want to give him that divorce? He you know what? This between me and y'all. This between me and y'all. Okay? Why I don't think Remy want to give him that divorce now is because that sweet young thing is on Papoose, arm. Okay? She got her replacement. Your replacement. Okay. Renee says she woke the damn up. Oh my God. Renee says she done woke her ass up. I'm tired. Okay. So now she sees she lost this man, and people probably been talking in her ear like crazy. And now she knows she get divorced. That's it. Okay. So Papoose put this out. Papoose put this out. Oh, wait a minute. Did he delete it? He might have deleted it. Oh, did he delete it? Oh, I wanted y'all. That ain't it. So did he delete it? Let me check because I shared it. Oh, he deleted it. Okay, he took it down. So let me just share with y'all what he said. He said that I'm not the type of guy that come to social media and bring my life here. Okay. He said, I don't do that. He said, but I've been trying to remain calm and tell her I want a divorce, but she doesn't want a divorce because she want me to come to social media and tell everybody that I didn't knock this ninja out. She want people to say that I never laid hands on him. Okay. And he said, I'm not going to get up here and lie on social media. I'm not going to get up here and lie on social media and say I didn't put some hands on him. Okay. He said, now, truthfully, I didn't put my hands on him because he screwed my wife. He said, I put my hands on him because he shook my hand and then screwed my wife. I said, damn, Papoose, that's nasty. But that's what he wrote on social media. Now, he done took it down. I guess somebody must have told him to take it down or whatever like that. But that's what he wrote. He said, I I laid hands on him because he shook my hand and then screwed my wife. I said, go ahead. Now that, listen. Remy is the poster child, and I love Remy. I used to love Remy until this nonsense. Okay, always liked her music. But Remy is the poster child for women who get good men and y'all fuck them up. You the poster child. They need to put you on a big picture in the subway in New York and everything. You are the poster child for fucking up somebody. I ain't lying to you. You the poster child, baby. You the poster child. Tracy, what's up, baby? Thank you for the $10 super chat, honey. I appreciate you. You are the poster child for fucking up. Yes, honey. Somebody who did a bid with you. I don't know no man that would do a bid with a woman like that and then take care of her son. Take care of her son. Okay, Ellis said, I never been a fan. I like her music. But this pissed me off. I was like, oh, hell no. Because when I first saw that nonsense with this young man, I did a post about them. And I was like, Remy, you wrong, because I don't know how many years Papoose was ride the dying with you and shit, and you fucked over him. I put the post out. A lot of people was mad with me. Oh, you don't know what's going on, this and that. You don't know what. Listen. I think I got a right to say something because I like her music. Okay? I listen to her shit. I got a right. Because this is everybody, when you look at a strong family, you will now, even though I don't like the jail part though. She should not, that jail part. She could have, just because somebody owed you money, she could have did that another way. But anyway, when you mention anybody, you always mention Papoose and Remy. Okay? So that's why a lot of people was upset. I know I was. Okay? I know I was. That's some shit right there. Okay? So now let Papoose be happy, damn. Let him be happy, damn it, with a younger model. Yes, honey. Let him be happy with a younger model because you have fucked up. Okay? When you go and you call yourself trying to be with a man, okay, you better go get somebody greater than your husband. If you gonna go and do some foolery like that, the man's supposed to be greater than your husband. Okay? Yes. Who did you go get? Okay? Who did you go get, Remy? I be damned. Okay? First of all, I didn't even want you to be with nobody else. I always thought you and Remy you and Papoose was like, you know what I'm saying? It was some good. It was some good. I was always thought like Papoose and Remy. Especially when y'all did that cipher. Okay? Everybody thought like, oh, they rehearsed this cipher. I don't give a damn if they rehearsed the cipher or not. That shit was fire on BET. Okay? I don't care if they rehearsed it or not. It was fire. Okay? I thought that y'all would just be like, forever. And then you come up with some bullshit. And let me share something with you. I'm shocked Papoose didn't whoop him even more. I'm shocked he didn't whoop him even more. Because all those years, he took time and waited for your ass. See, you ain't never hear no scandal about him cheating or nothing. You never heard any type of scandal. He was suffering. Okay? He was suffering. He ain't cheat one time. You never heard no scandal about Papoose. He was up there doing those Sundays and conjugal visits and shit. You never heard anything about Papoose. He took care of your son and everything. Okay? You ain't even give him no child. He took care of your baby. And then when you came home from your bed, then you gave him a baby. But he never did anything crazy. Okay? And now that he just wants you, we just need the divorce, let's handle this like grown adults. You talking about no. You want him to say ain't nobody lay hands on your boyfriend. Ain't nobody gonna say that shit, baby. Ain't nobody gonna say that shit, sis. We happy Papoose laid hands on that boy. We happy. We even shocked there was no video footage, okay? Because it been all over social media, okay? We even shocked there's no video footage because we needed to see that and just, you know, we needed to see it in high def, honey. We needed to see it in high def that your boyfriend got his ass whooped by Papoose. Yes, I said it. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page if you like the content. Now, let's get into the main event, y'all. Main event. No, wait a minute. I want us to talk about something else, but you know what? Let's get into the main event, okay? Let's get into the foolery, okay? Shout out to Anton Daniels, okay? Content was fire, honey. The content was fire. Let's get into it, okay? Here we go. Y'all know it's going to be a commercial first. Let's get that down. It's going to be a commercial first. Now let's get into the foolery. Here we go.
With men, or do you guys believe that a man should be a full provider? Hello?
It's silent since we.
Anybody can answer. Ro, you can unmute. Anybody can answer. It's just
as far as the these little takes have been going, somebody's lying because it's not that many people going 50-50 in a relationship. But it's cute. It's real cute, and I mean it's more people.
So they discussing the 50-50 stupid videos that they've been doing around here. Like the women go up to their husbands and say, honey. And Ricky was talking about this too the other day. And I think Mr. He said as well. So they going around asking their husband, I don't know, this is the stupidest challenge I ever heard in my life. But they're going and saying to their husbands, oh, honey, I don't have my part of the mortgage this month. And so you hear the husband starts smirking, he laughing, he like, what you talking about? You don't pay none of the bills in here, you know? And then the wife start laughing. Okay, so this is what they're talking about. And Ro, I guess that's what she said, that's her name, right? Rhoda, but she said it's okay to call her Ro. So Ro is up there on the panel and she's discussing this too. Okay, here we go, y'all.
50-50, they're not going 50-50. I'm sorry. Most women aren't having their way in relationships. For the women that are, congrats. For the women that aren't, don't give up hope because it's really all cap. But yeah.
Why you say? What made you say it's all cap? Why you say it's all cap?
Because I forgot, what is it, like 70% of women are going 50-50 in a relationship?
Okay. Wait, that's true? 70%? 50-50? I mean, that sounds about right, though. I ain't gonna lie. If 70% of Americans...
Kevin Samuels taught us, I don't know, we can't forget our lessons. But yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody?
I mean, I think it's okay. I think it's okay to like do 50-50, especially if you're younger, you're a younger couple starting out. Every woman and couple gonna want their own thing, but I feel like the end goal should be that at least majority of it, the man, like if a woman has a part-time job, which you have to, because in this economy, we like have to work. But you know, I feel like it should be the goal that the husband is the main provider. But if you want to go 50-50, you can.
Mm-hmm.
I think 50-50, if you're not married, you shouldn't be looking for a man to be all in. You're not his wife. You can be going tomorrow. He's only renting you for the moment. If he don't propose to you, then you should be paying your half and he should be paying his half.
Okay.
I personally wouldn't be living with anybody that I'm not married to, me personally.
I think those women on that TikTok trend, I think all of them were married to those men who were looking like you don't pay anything anyway. I don't think those men were boyfriends. I think they were husbands. So
now she's right about that. That TikTok trend, it was all wives that were doing that to their husbands. It wasn't a girlfriend and boyfriend thing. Okay. So let's continue, y'all. Let's continue.
I don't know about that, but
okay. Most of them were husbands, though. I didn't see a lot of boyfriends on there. Now there were a lot of boyfriends. The 50-50 side.
So my question is, how long do you wait before you do your special little trick in the bedroom?
I think this man changed the whole subject. But what I wanted to say is, I think that we also have to like think about whether it's a wife or a girlfriend.
So, so this is Rhoda coming in. Okay, this is Rhoda. Y'all know her voice is very unique. This is Rhoda coming in right now. Okay, this Rhoda coming in, y'all. Okay, and she said there's some things that women should be paid for. When you're a married woman, there's some things women should be paid for. Okay, in her house. Okay, a woman should have to get, she got to get paid for doing things in her house. Okay, let's continue, y'all. This Rhoda coming in, y'all. Here we go.
The unpaid labor that comes with having a woman in the house. I've been married before. I'm single now, but if I had the opportunity to be a man, I would definitely pay all the rents because I know now I'm getting meals. Now I'm getting a clean house. Think about it. If you paid for a cleaner, and you paid for a chef, and you paid for a nanny, and you paid for a therapist, and you paid for that, that's far more than paying the bills. So my girl, unpaid labor is.
Okay, so Mr. He said, I see what you said. So they didn't respond. Rhoda started going in and saying that, unpaid labor. She changed the whole subject. So y'all let her continue. And Mr. He said your friend gonna come in and it's gonna be a problem, which you probably already seen the video already. Let's continue, y'all. Let's continue.
Unpaid labor. I'm just thinking and then I think it all depends on what the woman is doing in the household. But if a woman is there for you, doing the therapy, cooking the food, taking care of your kids, washing the clothes, doing all that stuff, that would cost you probably more than your whole income.
So Rhoda,
so now you get a house to live in as well.
Rhoda, this is a house that you got to build brick by brick, okay? Mm-hmm. You just don't get it because.
Why are you saying like that? That's wrong. That's wrong. He said this is the house that you build brick by brick. He wrong for that. He wrong for that shit. I'm sorry. He wrong for that. But why she talk about you got to pay all these things? The woman should be given, paid labor. She's supposed to get, how can I say this? Am I saying that right? That she's supposed to get paid for the services that she do inside the household. It's her house though. Her husband got this house so them babies and her can live in. So she need to be charging her husband. Okay, she need to charge her husband money for all the things that she does in the house and how she cooks and everything. Because she's saying that if a man had to hire somebody, it would be more money than taking care of the family. That is some. Let's continue.
Here. All right. That's why I asked, how long do you wait before you hit that special got 3,000? I feel like every dude should make a woman wait.
Personally, I wouldn't date a man that's waiting for me to do something sexually for him to reward me any kind of way. I wouldn't date that. I wouldn't do that. And I will say this, okay? So me, I've been on my own since I was 16. I've been able to pay bills my whole entire life. I can pay bills by myself. To me, there's no incentive for me to live with a man if he's not paying the bills. I can take care of 100% on my own. But if I want to live with a man now, if you want me to pay, if you want a roommate, homie, just say that.
Bro, now hold on. Hear me out, because.
So for you to help pay bills, so now your husband is your roomie. So if you help pay bills in the house, so now your husband is your roomie. I pay some bills in this house. It's not a lot. Okay, little small, I listen. My king and I can say this, I can say this with my full chest, okay? I can say this with my full chest, okay? My king paid 95% of everything in his house. I pay about 5%, okay? Or any little thing he want me to do when I get my money, I pay a little something, okay? It's not crazy, okay? But he'll tell me, this is what I need you to do. Don't go spend your money on shiny things. This is what I need you to do. This is what I need you to do. Make sure it's done. Okay? So I have no choice but to do it. But do you think I would sit up here, because I pay these little bit of bills, you think I sit up here and call this man my roomie? You my roomie because you don't pay all the bills in here. And the little bills that I pay, you my roomie. Okay? I think my husband, I have a flashback like he back in Nigeria. There might be a problem in this house. I would never get up here and talk about, oh, you know, I know I'm making jokes, y'all. You know, my king ain't never lay hands on me. I'm making a joke. But I'm saying I have never, okay? I have never sat up there and said, I'm a roomie. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I'm a roomie. One thing I will say this. Before I met my king, and this is when I was a baby mama, okay? Before I met my king, I handled everything on my own, okay? I didn't have anyone to come in and say, baby, I got this, I got you, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. No, I had to do it all on my own, okay? For many years. That's why I always laugh when I hear stuff like this, because I played two parts. I was a baby mama, okay? And I eventually, my king found me and I got married. Been married 18 years running so far. So this is why I say to y'all, if anybody ever say to me, you know, take heed, you got to go back to being a baby mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to catch a motherfucking case. I'm going to catch a case. You hear me? I'm going to catch a case. Okay? So with that being said, that's why I don't subscribe to none of this nonsense, okay? So let's continue with the, you know, the woo-sa. Let's continue with the woo-sa. Because let me share something with you. A lot of people will get in here and they'll crack on me. Take heed is very obedient to her husband. She very this, she's very that, she's very, hell yes I am. Yes I am. Okay, it's not because this man take care of me and all these kids in here. It's because I genuinely love my motherfucking husband. I love my husband. What you heard, and respect him. I respect my husband. I love this man with everything in me. So I don't have time, you know what I'm saying, for all that foolery. Talking about, no, we just roommates. Roommates where? You know what I'm saying? Roommates where? This is nonsense. Okay, so I genuinely love my husband, and first of all, respect him first. You know how I always tell y'all, make sure you respect your husband first. Okay, love will come later. Okay, same thing. That's why I'm telling y'all. That's what happened to me. I'm obedient to his will. Okay. Whatever he tell me to do. Yesterday, I had to do something in the kitchen. Y'all know I was on the live yesterday, right? And I like, y'all, I can't be up here long because my king told me to do something in his kitchen. I got to make sure it's done before he get home. Because you want to know why? I've been married to him too long, and I know I don't like to see him disappointed in me. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? And that's crazy, right? Because Crimson was talking about that today on her show this morning. She was talking about that. You know, I always watch from the clouds. I love Crimson Care. And she was saying that married women that respect and love their husband, they do not like to see their husband be disappointed in them, especially when the husband has to do a correction. Okay? When I talk to y'all about how my husband corrects me at times and this and that, I'm going to share something with you. I genuinely feel bad, like a little kid. I'll be sitting up here like this, just listening to him. But I be genuinely feeling bad because I'm like, oh, damn, I done fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I done fucked up. So that's what make me feel so. He the only man that can make me feel like that. Okay? Only man out of my whole entire life that can make me feel like that. And I look and I say, damn, I had fucked up. So now I got to immediately apologize to this man. Okay? So some of y'all who be clowning on me, you understand what I'm saying? Fuck you and the horse that you rode in on, bitch. Yes. So let's continue, y'all.
But I was watching this woman. She got hit with a brick, and she was saying she need protection. So if you had a man, he probably wasn't paying rent, but he had protection for you.
I think you're really trying to be funny. I think you're really trying to be funny, and I think that you try. How are you trying to be funny? I know exactly. I don't know why you would bring up something that happened a year ago to me, and you know, and this is not even the topic. But if you want to talk about that, we can talk about that.
Oh my God! Why he do that? Why he do that now? I don't know what possessed her to go to Anton. I don't know what possessed her. Who, you know what I'm saying? You got the hit in your DM, and you didn't check on who was inviting you to the show. Like, I would not have went. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain stuff you just don't go to. But I'm happy that she did. Okay? I'm happy she went. I'm sorry. Yes, here we go.
We can talk about that, but I don't want to come and take over. But I think that making jokes and laughs about violence is just not funny. It's never going to be funny. There's never a place for that.
That had to happen first. That didn't happen.
Ricky said she thought folks forgot. I'm tired of Ricky. He said she thought folks forgot. No. Jay LaRoe said she's still holding on to that lie. Oh my God. No. Renee says, study the channel before you join in. She lied. Yes, honey. Renee said, study that channel before you join in. She lied. Yes, honey. Let's continue, y'all. This is terrible.
What does a man in my household paying bills have anything to do with a violent random man on this?
Maybe if you had a man in the household, your ass wouldn't have been up there lying on 3 other men. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you wouldn't have been out late at night and stuff like that, and you would not, allegedly got hit with that brick. Okay? So that's, I'm just saying. Okay? That covering is needed. Some of y'all be in some foolery, and sometimes you need somebody to pull you back. Like some shit that happened to us, if you had a covering, it wouldn't happen. Okay? Like going out to the hot dog stand late at night, 11 o'clock at night with your son, okay? And you carrying a piece be still. If you had a husband, your ass would have cooked. You wouldn't have been out late at night at 11 o'clock at some damn hot dog stand in Chicago. Am I right? Yes. If you had a husband. Yes. So husbands save. Yes, can I get an amen? Husbands save. Because if you had to cook, you wouldn't be out late at night. Okay? If you had a husband, yes, let's talk about it. If you had a husband, honey, you wouldn't have been on the corner with some other men, honey. Yes, if you had a husband, honey, husband save, y'all. Let's go. Let's continue.
Whether I have a husband paying my rent or not, every woman is susceptible to be around a violent man. Those two, if you're going to have a conversation, you're going to have to be cohesive, and you're going to have to learn how to follow the conversation. But if you can't do that, you're going from sex, and now you're going to violence. And maybe sex and violence are the only two things that you're able to think about.
You think I have somebody I love in the bricks, in the projects? You think I'm gonna have my girl in the bricks?
Again, I cannot follow somebody who has trouble with cohesive sentences. You went from sex to a scandal to protection, and now you're talking about the projects.
I'm trying
try to stay on topic, honey, and then I will try to follow you.
So I have a question. 2K.
From CTE.
2K, to take it back, do you think that men should step up more regarding pain? Huh?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Every man should step in the way of a woman that's getting a brick thrown in front of her.
Paying mortgages.
Paying mortgages.
Yes, the title.
The thing is, I think that you think you're trying to get a moment off of something that was very violent, and also I think you think that you're funny, but you're not. And I also think that you can hurt my feelings. Sweet.
She wrong about the funny part. He is funny. He's like naturally funny. He just dropped that, and just continue to talk. He's naturally funny. And he didn't laugh. He didn't break when he said something about the break. So she's lying about that part. He is naturally funny. Okay. And Ricky said, these lying ass Ricky, I'm tired. This is too much. That's right. 18 said husband saves lives. Yes, they do. Amen. Let the church say amen. Let's continue. Oh my goodness.
Dealt with. You cannot hurt my feelings with these basic lame jokes. You got lame jokes and they're pathetic, and you're like getting off the topic, and you're wasting the productivity level here. I'm gonna tell you something, honey. I got hit by a brick. I got globally brutalized. I got criminalized, and guess what? I'm still here, looking better than you and doing better than you, and still intellectual and still fine. Got hit with the head and still fine. I'm not struggling with cohesiveness. Let me tell you something. You cannot hurt my feelings. So if that's what you're trying to do, stop, because you can't. All you do is remind me.
Now, she said, now, you know, I watched this also on Izzy channel yesterday. I watch Izzy channel from the clouds most of the time. I like his content. Shout out to Izzy Bands. So, she said she fine, okay? She said she fine, I'm fine, okay? She fine. Now she said in her face she fine. Now I'm gonna share something with you. And this is just you know, I'm saying it sister to sister, okay? She thick though. Yeah, she thick. But I don't know what she talk about that face. She thick though, okay? So I'm not hating on her. But she thicker than all outside, okay? Her body looks amazing. She thick. But I don't know. I'm scared. Yeah, Ricky said her lips. Yes. I don't know. Everything else would have thrown me off. Like, you know, you thicker than all outside, but everything else would have thrown me off. Like, once I started talking, you know, once she, now from the backside, all right, now when she turned around, you know, you look, you say, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? You say, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think she does, Ellis. I think she does. So it would scare me. Like, you know, once I, you know, and then somebody said she smelled like moose knuckles. What does that mean? Why do y'all always say that? What happened? I heard that on Izzy Bench. I'm like, why somebody smell like moose knuckles? You know, y'all, I don't know. Now, Ricky says she smelled like Newports and bacon, I bet. Now, that's terrible. I don't even lamb chops and green beans. I'm tired. Lamb ribs and green. I'm tired. Lamb ribs. Oh, you talking to green beans. Okay. Green beans says so thick and stupid don't match. I'm tired. Let's continue, y'all. Y'all doing too much.
I am and how resilient I am and how beautiful I am. But thank you for that reminder, because today I forgot that I was a bad bitch. Still, thank you for the reminder.
This was me, struggling to keep up.
Who said? Daniel said Newports or Cools. What y'all think she smoked? LOL. Gotta be them Newports. Y'all know them Newports. Them, you know, them Newports. Y'all be getting them Newports. Them Newports is something else. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking Black and Miles too. Yep. Now listen, I ain't hating on Black and Miles, but I'm thinking Black and Miles. Okay. I'm just, you know, it looked like it. Yeah, it looked like it. Okay. Mr. He said the Virginia Slims. I don't know them Virginia Slims. I don't know. It's the, you know, the Virginia Slims is like for the older ones. She's smoking. Now, only how you get in Virginia Slims is if you ain't got enough money. Y'all know Virginia Slims it ain't that much. Okay. Let's continue, y'all. Here we go. Wait a minute. Hold on. Darn it. They got too many commercials. Oh, you think so, Mr. He said? Sound like she's smoking those cool 100. Oh, wait a minute. She might be doing something. Hold on. Wait a minute. Jay LaRoss said, that's what I said, Black and Miles. I said the same thing, Jay LaRoss. I said the same thing. Okay? I said the same thing. Damn it. Here we go,
Thank you
y'all.
for the reminder that I'm a bad bitch and that I constantly survive men like you. It's not funny. You have sisters, you have daughters, I'm pretty sure you have daughters because you look like you don't fucking use a condom or ever heard of one. So let me tell you something. I have survived that shit. That was my trauma and I'm still dealing with it. And I survived it and I'm fine and I'm better. But your little lame ass jokes are pathetic and they're not hitting, honey. They're not hitting. You think you're eating, but you ate too much. That's why you look like that. You ate too much food, and you should have been reading a book, and then maybe you could have ate with talking shit to me. So I'm gonna tell you right, if you're trying to hurt my feelings, baby, it's not gonna work. Every time a lame ass nigga talks about this kind of shit, all it does is remind me that I'm a dope ass, resilient, standing on business queen, and that you're not gonna hurt my feelings. But you can look like a lame ass nigga and keep talking about this, or you can try to sit down and have a productive conversation with the other people in this room and respect everybody's time. Thank you.
I ain't finna go nowhere over here.
Okay.
How is she standing on business when somebody she claimed that hit her with that brick in her face, allegedly, and the first thing she did was get on IG? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody hit me, bow, in the face with the brick. So I immediately start filming and getting on IG. No, where's the popo? Where's the popo? Okay? Where's the popo? No, something is not right. Where's the popo? Okay? So I'm just going to immediately get on my phone and bam, the IG, boom. Okay? No, where's the popo? Where's the popo? I'm scared. Where's the popo? Okay? Oh, no. This is... wait a minute. I'm scared. What is going on? Let's continue. This is foolery. Here we go.
Over here. Because I seen your microwave. No, hold on, Q. I seen your microwave before this live started. She had little shit all on.
I like to eat. I might have a bite or two. But guess what? I could also.
He said I seen her microwave before this live started. She got shit all on top of that microwave. So that mean that microwave is nasty then. That mean you ain't supposed to have nothing on your microwave. That's nasty then. She might be riding dirty. Okay? She might be riding dirty. No. Let's continue.
Yeah. And read. Okay, and baby, the body's key. So I don't know why you're talking about what I eat or not. Who cares? But you look like you're struggling.
Okay.
But you know what? January, new year, new you. I'll see you in the gym.
Yeah, shout out to y'all in the chat. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's here. That was
baby, I promise you cannot tongue tussle with me. I will hurt your feelings and have you out here crying. So just stop. I'm gonna tell you right now to stop because you can't tongue tussle with me. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm stronger than you and more intellectual than you and funnier than you. So, but you want to do that? If you want to go there, honey, you want to make this a little gross, we can. But yeah, like I said, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I stand on my shit. I'm very proud of myself and the way I handle that. And I know that if it was you, you would have crumbled. If it was you wouldn't even be here. Wow. If it made it you over the head, you wouldn't be here.
I was wondering if y'all had some brown sugar.
Hey, y'all got the bricks in the comments.
I got a little bit. I was really hoping for a productive conversation with productive people. And like I said, you can.
Okay, we got to stop just for a minute, but I think this conversation would have went well if the brick was not mentioned, y'all. I think the conversation would have went well if the brick was not mentioned, okay? If the brick was not mentioned, I think the conversation would have went well. What do y'all think? If they didn't mention the brick, okay? I think the conversation, you would have heard her dig herself into a grave because she would have been lying all up there. But, once the brick got mentioned, the whole conversation went left. Renee said, talk about gaslighting. Yes, honey. So the conversation went left, honey. The conversation went left. Okay? Mr. He said, Turk is wild. Okay? Let's get into it. I'm not saying that he's not funny, though. I'm not saying that he's not funny. And I'm not saying she don't deserve it because, she had the black community in an uproar. Okay? So I'm not saying that, she don't deserve everything she get. But, this thing could have went so bad, okay, if the women who have substance got out here, and also the men who have substance too, got out here, and I should have said the men first, because that's how the story really broke. So the men who have substance and the women who have substance came together and found out that this heifer was lying. Okay? So if it wasn't for them doing, some inspection work, okay, being an investigator, okay, they wouldn't have found out that this heifer was lying. Okay? So let's continue, y'all.
Sister,
Do you have some brown sugar?
can you shut the fuck up?
Calm down, everybody. Just okay.
I trusted Island Girl and her page. I don't know what kind of people you affiliate yourself with, and I don't care who's on the chat. But like I said,
you don't speak Spanish,
so
but you want to know what they.
You hear her trying to come for Island Girl because she says, "Island Girl, I don't know the people that you affiliate yourself with. What do you mean?" So that means you don't know who Q is. That means you never saw Q before. Okay, so that means you never checked out the channel before. You just went up there and thought that it made sense. So that probably means she ain't know who Anton was. I think that's a lie. She knew who Anton was. Because immediately when Anton started talking, she said, "Yes, sir." She immediately knew how to address him. "Yes, sir." Okay? All right, so listen. Something ain't right. Something ain't right, okay? Her feelings got hurt, Quincy said. Yes, it did. He sure did, Sister 18. What did you put? What happened? Let me see. He triggered her with the brick. He did trigger her. But I'm going to share something with you, 18 and Renee. She had to know that was coming. She had to know that was coming. She has not been on social media and God knows how long since the foolery. She had to know that was coming. Okay? Jay LaRoe says she contacted Alan Girl about coming on the show. Oh, damn. So she know them. What the hell? Let's continue, y'all.
But like I said, the people who are trying to brutalize me are the most, you know who they are? You know the kind of men who are making fun of the brick situation are the kind of men who would have sold you in Africa into slavery. That's the kind of man who thinks that is enjoyable.
Did y'all hear what she said? The kind of man that thought that the brick incident was funny is the kind of man that would have sold you into slavery. I can't even call you my sister. I can't even claim you. But young lady, the type of way you did, and how you lied that, a black man hit you in the face with a brick, you would have sold black men and black women into slavery. You would have. Because if you would have had the police involved, they would have believed you, because believe all women is at the helm of every damn thing. Believe all women and solidarity and shit. Even when she lying, believe all women. Women will get up here and say some bullshit and they know that shit ain't true. But because they have this stigma, believe all women. Women be telling the truth. They don't lie one damn time. Okay? And so if they would have believed her, they would have put, whoever man she pointed out, they would have put him under the jail. We don't even know how long it would have took them to get him out of that, get him out of jail, because she was lying. Okay? Let's continue, y'all.
Who are relishing and abusing women online and making fun of all this violence and using white supremacist tactics and all this stuff. Those are the men who would have sold you in slavery. Those are the men who would have been working for the FBI when you were fucking down with the Black Panthers. Those are the fucking worst of our community. So if that's who you want to pander to, I understand. But I would implore you to elevate just a little bit. Because I feel like you have some other people in this room that might be able to teach you something. So how about you just close your mouth and let more intellectual people speak?
Okay,
Thank you.
I apologize.
I have some brown sugar.
Let's start with the first topic, y'all.
Can I apologize?
Okay.
Baby, he got enough sugar in his tank. He got a lot of sugar in his tank. He's sassy as hell. He over there talking to the men in the comments. I can't see the comments. Is there a way for me to see it? But if there is, he's over there looking at the comments like, how can I pander to these men? Baby, they're not going to buy you a Burger King. Calm down.
I'm sorry.
Let's get back on topic. Let's go. Okay.
No, because she a real brick house as a woman. I agree.
Let's get back on the first topic. Welcome to the show, you guys.
That man is not sassy. They always say, Mr. He said, you know this is what they do. Men are always sassy when the woman don't like what he's saying or when he giving a correction or he said something. That's why she out here talking about he's sassy. You didn't think all this time you have not been on social media. And for the lie that you have told, you could have damaged so many people's lives, okay? We don't know how many men you would have blamed that was in that area because in the video, there were 3 men there, okay? It was 3 men there. And you claim one of them hit you with the brick. You could have destroyed somebody's life. But anytime a man get in here and say something, oh, he's sassy. That's what y'all say. Oh, he's sassy. Oh, my goodness. Here we go.
The icebreaker.
Wait, we didn't even talk about it.
Right. No. We're done.
Nah, I know. I want to talk about that. I really do.
You know what's so funny? I never meet men like this in real life. All the men I really meet in real life that I'm in a community with are amazing. But it's always when they get behind a little mic and they see this other man, they get all, baby, go back to the freaking mother's basement you came from.
It's my mic on.
It wasn't
Thank you. Shit.
Remember the lie you told? You said it wasn't no amazing man around, right?
What lie did I tell? What lie did I tell?
In the mic 2K. Can we talk about the topic? Y'all crashing out.
If you want to talk to me about that situation, honey, I have all the evidence. I didn't lie about shit. That's a whole fucking, the lie is the fucking men who told you all this slavery. They lied. Well, anyways, don't worry. Y'all gonna make me some money. Y'all gonna make a bitch retired rich.
We already made you money. How much did you get from the founder?
I got $0 from that.
I almost went for a facelift.
He said we already made you money. How much money did you make already off the scandal? Oh my God.
I got $0 from that, honey. No. Zero. You don't have the information. You should stop talking about things that you don't have information for.
I see you, baby.
It's okay. I didn't lie. Honey, you're reading the headlines. You're reading the headlines from bloggers who are exploiting me. And you're acting like it's, oh, the police have never ever got it wrong. The police have always fucking charged the right people. Shit, nigga, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't have the information. You don't know what you're talking about. You're reading the headlines. You're pandering to other fucking misogynist men. And you're pathetic right now. Baby, like I said, you're not on my level. You want, honey, you don't know what you're talking about. Get the box out there. If you want to know the truth, get the box out there. I didn't come here for this. I didn't come here to talk to you now. I don't know what's going on.
Hold on.
And like I said, you don't stress me out.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Is it Ro? Can I call you Ro?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
So you see how that respect, the tone done changed now. You see that? She said, yes, sir. He said, can I ask you a question? She said, yes, sir. So you see how the tone changed, okay? So, she know who Anton is. She know who he is. The tone changed. You hear that, right? So now, why did you go on the show again? You know what I'm saying? Why did you go on the show again? I'm confused. Why did you go on the show again? Here we go, y'all.
You think that most men are misogynistic?
I think most people are misogynistic, women and men included, because we're all socialized to be that way. In this country, especially in America or Western countries, we are all socialized to be anti-black and to be misogynist. Women have to do the work, just like men, to decolonize and fuck with, even women have to do the work to do anti-misogyny work, to become a girl's girl, to decenter, to care about
what makes us misogynistic in your opinion?
I think, like I said, I think we're socialized to be that way. Everything in our country, we're constantly being fed things that are anti-women.
No. I mean, not according to what you think is being socialized, but as far as like, what makes me misogynistic? I know that misogyny in a lot of people's instances are attached to masculinity, right? I see terms thrown out like toxic masculinity, that type of stuff. What would make a person misogynistic? And like, as far as like, give me an example. What would that look like in 2024 going into 2025?
I don't think misogyny has a look. I think it's an ideology, right? It's a thought process. It's the lens that you see the world in. And if you see the world in a lens where you think that women don't, if you're following the Western world and how you're going to see it, you're going to be misogynist. Even me, myself, as a person who has a doctorate in women and gender studies, when I was in the program thinking that I was already, like, I thought I was
You got a doctorate?
Hold on.
Yeah,
Let her cook. Go ahead.
I thought that when I entered that space, I was 28 years old, and I really thought I've been a girl's girl forever. I've always had women's back. I advocate for women. I advocate for Black people. But when I started reading those books and stuff like that, there was work that I had to do to undo stuff. I didn't realize that there was stuff that I was still doing that's participating in misogyny. And I think that there's still work to do. I think it's a constant reflexivity, a constant looking at yourself and the way that you're handling things. Like a couple of months ago, a Black woman on TikTok had said something about me, and I made a video in response to her. And that was misogyny, because I didn't make no video responses for
What part of
knuckleheads
it
like
is misogyny? What did she say?
Because knuckleheads like this guy have been bothering me forever, and I've never made a response video.
No. See, hold on, row. Hold on, 2K. Hold on, 2K.
Is he a comedian? Because if he is, I just think that he should just choose.
Listen, focus on me for 1 second.
Okay, I'm sorry. What I was saying is, like,
So y'all hear all the foolishness that she's saying. I'm sorry, guys. I had to take the dog out. So y'all hear all the foolishness that she's saying, that she got a doctorate and all this stuff like that. So that's why I asked y'all the question at the top of the chat. That's why I asked y'all the question. Why do you think the Brickface lady came back to social media? One, to double down on her story. That's 84% so far. Second one, she's ready to move different. Okay? 16% put that in there. She's ready to move differently. Okay? Jasmine, nope. Mimi, what's up, baby? How are you, honey? What's going on? Tell me if I got the nickname correctly. What's up, Mimi? Let's continue with the foolery, everybody. Let's continue.
There were so many men who were harassing me constantly, and I never felt the need to make any response videos for them. But as soon as it was a Black woman, I did it. And I thought, the way that I told myself, because, you know, we always tell ourselves lies, right? When we're doing things, we don't want to be honest. I told myself, oh, I'm doing this because she's a Black woman and I'm protecting other Black women. So I'm mad at her for this. But when I started to do the internal work, I was like, why do I feel more comfortable responding to her and not him?
Do you think that there's a level of accountability? But hold on, but do you think that there's a level of accountability on your part, and that it's not that most guys are misogynistic, but there's a lot of guys that are getting out of prison every single day because of being accused of something that they didn't do, because it's a whole agenda behind believe all women by default, and not because they can actually prove that you did anything to them. And so do you think...
Now, Anton is right about that one right there. Walker says she's still moving the same. Yes, I believe she is. Mimi says she's pandering. Mr. He said double down on that griff. Okay. Y'all, let's get into the foolery. Green Bean says she sound like the female Myron Gaines. Ooh, damn, that's nasty. Green Beans, that's nasty. You could at least gave us somebody else. Why Myron? Damn. But wait a minute. Are they from the same? They from the same culture, right? They from the same, right? I don't know if they are, but I think they're from the same. Maybe that's why you said that. That's messed up, Green Beans. Let's continue.
It's valid for men to question everything the same way that we question each other, right? I don't by default believe anything that anybody says, but if somebody if somebody makes an accusation, do you think that those guys are misogynistic because they hold you accountable? Because listen, we've advocated as a society, as a culture, for women to be equal. How do we justify the misogynistic label when people hold you accountable?
Okay, so that was very loaded. So let me try to break it down because I don't want to just overthink. So here's one.
Calling boyfriends and letting them.
Oh, they got too many commercials. This is only like 20 minutes. Oh my God. Lord, here we go.
No, holding somebody accountable is not misogyny. And but I do believe that one, there might be an agenda to believe all women, but it's never been acted out. It's never been, it might be.
That's a lie. There is an agenda to believe all women, and she said they don't act it out. That's a lie. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Anytime a woman say a man did something, they ride down on this man, okay? Especially even when you know you was at this man hotel 2 o'clock in the morning, okay? Why were you there? Nobody asked this question. Nobody asked this question. Why are you there at that man's house or at his hotel room at 2 in the morning? Did you think y'all was going to play chess? Okay? Did you think y'all was going to play chess at 2 o'clock in the morning? Nobody asked this question. Okay? Another question nobody asked. Okay? Why did you go to his dorm room? Why did you go to an all-boys dorm room? What were you there for? You know what I'm saying? Like, we couldn't meet up somewhere to go to lunch or something like that. Why am I coming to your dorm room? Okay? Why am I doing that? Okay, another thing too, nobody ever asked this question. The house party is downstairs, okay? Why are we going upstairs? What's the purpose of going up to the bedroom when the party is downstairs, damn it? Nobody asked this question, okay? Nobody asked this question. Oh, I just followed him upstairs. What the hell y'all thought you was gonna do? Somebody got to answer this damn question. What the hell y'all thought you was gonna do going upstairs? It's already 2 o'clock in the morning. The party's still jumping at 2. What you thought you was gonna do when you went upstairs? If I was a lawyer, there's some questions. You know what I'm saying? If I was a prosecutor, there's some questions. If I was the judge, there's some questions. If I was the police officer, there are some questions, damn it. Okay? There's some questions, damn it. I'm sorry. Okay? You did what? You know what I'm saying? You did what? What happened? And then you did where? You know what I'm saying? And who told you? So you pay for the taxi to get to the hotel. Okay? You pay for the taxi to get to the hotel. Okay? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I have some problems. Okay? I have some problems. You pay for the taxi because you know they ain't have Uber back then. But you pay for the taxi to get to the hotel. Okay? You told the concierge, okay, you were here to be in which room? Okay? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. The concierge calls and tells the person, you're here. Okay, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. When he opens up the door, he's booty butt naked. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You think he's supposed to be in a full suit? Okay? You think he's supposed to be in a full suit? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. What I was taught is that anything past 12 midnight that's open is 7-Eleven and legs. That's the only thing when I was young, that's what they used to say. Only 2 things that's open past 12 midnight. It's some legs and 7-Eleven. So I gotta ask some questions. Mimi, stop laughing at me. I gotta ask some questions, damn it. Okay? Yes. Listen, Renee said, attorney, take heed at law. Yes, honey. I gotta ask some questions. Why was you up there? Okay? Why were you up there? Because when I was going to see my husband, he wasn't my husband then. But when I was going to see my husband and I had to, and he didn't live far from where I lived at. He didn't live far from where I lived at. Okay? He had his own place. He didn't live far. Just moved in the neighborhood. Okay? It took me a little ways, but I walked over there. Okay? Okay, so if I went there past 12 midnight, I knew I was gonna get fucked. What is we talking about? I don't understand that. Let's continue with this foolery. Here we go. Honey.
Theory that people came up with. It might even be an agenda. If you want to say, I don't think it's an agenda, it might be all of those things, but it's never been practiced. We don't believe women.
You don't think so?
No, we don't. We still don't believe women, and we certainly don't believe black women. And I think it's very important to understand that black women, we deal with everything that black men deal with, and then on top of that, we deal with misogyny. So when you say that people are accusing you of things, people accuse things of us. Black women walk down the street and people be like, "Oh, she did this," and everybody believes it. So we also deal with the accusations of people. So hold on, black women. No.
Did she just say black women be walking on the street and the police just accuse them? Are we confused? Is that black men or because it sounds like black men? It sounds like black men. It don't sound like black women. It sound like black men. You know, black men walk on the street and they get accused, and you know the police clink clink. You know, it don't sound like black women walking down the street and the police come up and they, you know, clink clink. Okay. Ricky said why it's why you were going. It's why you were going. LOL. Yes, it was, Ricky. Yes, it was. I wasn't going near to talk. We was not playing Scrabble. We was not going to play Scrabble or connect the dots. We weren't going to do that. Okay? He was talking some shit to me on the phone earlier. Okay? So now, that's why I went. Okay? And I was young too, honey. I was a problem. Okay? So no, we not, yeah. That's nonsense. Let's continue. Here we go.
They can carry us anytime. Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on, let me finish out, darling, okay? So that's one thing. Black women are always susceptible to also be accused of things and without anybody believing them. And two, the system hates all of us. So me as a black woman, I'm gonna tell you something about me. Yeah, the system, there's police and all of that. Me as a black woman, when I go to the police, they don't believe me. And they certainly don't see me as a person that deserves protection. So I'm always going to have a higher level of scrutiny already from the police. So now if my people hold me down with a whole higher level.
The higher level of scrutiny that you're going to have, my dear, is because you lied. They remember that you lied, okay? They remember that it was somebody in the precinct probably said, that's the Brickface lady. Here we go.
That's fine, but there's a difference between holding somebody accountable and then also choosing not to believe them because you're trying to protect an image. Most people were not worried about trying to find out the truth. They were trying to conceal the truth. Whether it was true or not, they didn't want it to come out because they were worried about how that would affect black men.
You're making it personal back to
okay, so I'm saying, because you guys brought it up and nobody was talking about that.
It's not no you guys. I'm not a monolith. I'm my own individual.
Here's my personal. This is what I would do. Okay, so guess what? Okay, how about, let's make it general. If somebody comes out right now, any one of these women or men, I don't care, because I don't even think about gender that way. If anybody comes out right now and says, so-and-so did this to me what I think is the most practical thing for the society that we live in right now is just to believe the person. Why? Hold on. Let me tell you why. You want to hear why I think that? The reason why I think that is because if I decide, no, I don't believe you, and now I'm all asking all these questions, guess what? Now the truth is much more muddier.
Oh my God. I don't even know how they finished that. That was terrible. Oh my God. Well, anyway, at the end, she just ran off. She didn't like the way Anton was correcting her. So in the end, she just ran off, okay? She didn't like it. She didn't like the way he was correcting her. So that was the problem right there. What the hell? And then this is the thing that irks my nerve is that, and somebody put it in the chat, you know, she black now. She said, as me being a black woman. I never heard her say she was black or she was a black woman. I never heard her say that. I don't know. Maybe she had said it before. I don't know. But I never heard her say black woman. And I'm going to share something with you. African people do not call themselves black. You want to know why? Because they know black means Black America. So they don't call themselves black. Okay? Like Nigeria. a Nigerian. They will not say I'm black. They will say I'm a Nigerian. Okay? They don't do that. And I have been married to one mostly for close to 18 years. They do not say they are black. They say I'm a Nigerian. So that does not make sense, okay? It doesn't make sense. So now she's saying she a black woman because she on a panel of fully, like mostly all black women. So now you know she's a black woman. This woman is a nightmare. I don't know how she decided that this made sense for her to go and link up with Q and ask Q if she could come to the show, because this made her just look horrible, even though she was already looking horrible before for all that lying. Now, I like to bring everybody attention to when this shit first hit the fan, okay? And I saw this shit. I told everybody, this is one thing that I love about myself. I could read you. I could read you. I could read people. Okay? I could read people. But you know what the thing is? Sometimes I will read people wrong, and I gotta say that because when I was on my panel journey, okay? My panel journey, I was reading people wrong. But I could read people and just know, like, oh, this shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? When I saw her come up and do this whole little thing about black men this and first of all, listen, social media was on fire. Okay? Social media was on fire. Okay? When she first came out with this. Black women were going crazy talking about that's right because Malcolm X said this and Malcolm X said that. And I had to remind these women that Malcolm X was talking about the women of his time. He was not talking about y'all hyenas, okay, and y'all ostriches running around here. Miss O call y'all ostriches. Crimson Cure call y'all hyenas. But they, you know what I'm saying? They, you know, y'all, this does not make sense, okay? This does not make sense. Malcolm X was not talking about the women of this time right now. If Malcolm X was still alive, he would be ashamed of the women of this time. He would be ashamed. He was talking about the women of his time, not the women of now. And a lot of y'all was upset. Y'all was on point with Ro and everything. Rhoda, y'all was all on point with her and everything. Even through all the foolery, y'all even donated to this woman. Okay? With all these lines. And I told y'all, be patient. Be patient. Wait. Something is not right. I kept saying that. Be patient. Something is not right. Okay? But no, y'all was ready to roast black men. Okay? Y'all was ready to roast black men to the stake. Y'all was ready. Y'all was so ready. It was so crazy. It doesn't even make any sense at all. I'm so sorry. Okay? And then the way y'all did black men was terrible. I had never seen anything like that in my life. Now I had seen some shit, but all y'all like ganged up and was like, black men ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Black men don't do shit. Y'all just was getting it in. Okay? Y'all just was getting it in. 18, you could drop them, baby. You already know. You don't even have to time them out, honey. You can drop them. Remember, this y'all channel. You could drop them. You don't like what they say, you drop them. So that's the uncomfortable truth right there. Okay? I said, y'all be patient, wait. And look what happened. All this nonsense, all this stuff, they was up here talking bad about black men, saying that black men ain't shit and all this other stuff. Look at the nonsense. Look at the nonsense. Anyway, I was trying to read something, y'all. That's why I was looking. Okay, so she back, y'all. She back. Y'all don't give y'all money to her. She back now. Don't give y'all money to her. Don't give y'all money to her. Now, I want us to jump on something else. We're going to leave that alone. King says she was on Anton and Q show and doubled down on it. Yes, she was. That's what I just played right now. Shout out to Q and shout out to Anton as well. Content was fire. Okay. So we about to jump onto another subject because she gonna continue to stay in that foolery. She's not a woman that can be held accountable. Okay. She not a woman that can be held accountable. You got to just leave her where she at. She gonna be the ones that's gonna be left behind. There's some women that's gonna be left behind that they believe, you know, men ain't shit and all this other stuff. They ain't gonna never be able to get their teacher because they're not ready. She's not ready. Okay? She think everything she done ain't, you know, that her shit don't stink. When you meet women like that, you just gotta let them go. Okay? Guys, I'm so sorry for the camera today. I don't know what's going on. The picture is like, you know, folded. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry for that. I want us to listen to this real quick. And then I want us to listen to another video. And then we go and discuss this. How friends can ruin what you have. Okay? How friends can ruin what you have. Check this out. Listen to this sister break something down. Here we go.
I just have this feeling in my gut, and I'm like, you know, we've been kind of arguing. Let me just go check on him and just let him know that I'm still in this. You know, I know that things have been really stressful, but I'm still in this. I'm still willing to try if he is. I was house sitting for a family member, and I pull up. I see this young African-American young lady coming out of this apartment complex. Because again, he's house sitting. Across the hall was older Caucasian people. And the only other person that lived up there was his family member. So why is this young, beautiful African-American lady coming down the stairs when they thought nobody's supposed to be up there but him and this older Caucasian couple? But I'm parked way away. Right. So I'm walking and I'm realizing, wait, that's his car. And why that young lady look like she walking to his car? So now I'm walking faster. She opened up the door. Why is she opening up the door to his car? My husband's car. It's not, because we're not boyfriend and girlfriend, we're married. I finally catch up. I'm talking about, I think I turned on supersonic flash speed. Yeah. And so I finally make it to the car. I open up the door and I say, oh, and I say her name because I see at that point that it's her. And I'm like, okay, this is the girl who is my best friend who I just called, and she said, no, I can't hang out tonight. I got family. Because my family is going to take me out. I leave. I just have this feeling in my gut.
So check this out. This woman who said, I had a feeling in my gut, okay, that something was not right, okay? So this is what happened. Her and her husband got into, I guess, an argument, and it was heavy. She called her girlfriend and said, you know, let's go out tonight because, you know, I done got into this argument, you know, okay, with my husband. So I'm ad-libbing a little bit, but you know basically what the hell this sound like, y'all. So her husband was house sitting for his cousin. So the husband went over there and chilled at his cousin's house because remember, him and his wife got into a heated argument. She called her best friend, and she probably been telling her best friend about a lot of the foolery that's been going on between her and her husband. And the best friend probably was like, yeah, girl, you know, you don't need him, this and that. You know, you this, you that. He lucky to have a woman like you. And listen, y'all, those best friends, they know when you got good husbands. Do you hear what I'm saying? Those best friends, they know when you have good husbands. They know. That's why they encourage you to leave him. They know when you have a good man, okay? They know, okay? You got to be careful when you tell your business to your friends. You got to be careful. Because sometimes your best friend will watch you get in some bullshit and watch you fall and laugh, okay? Now, as she got to the apartment complex, okay? Now, it has to be, so now what happens is, she sees some young woman, okay? So what probably happened was her friend must have wore something like really skimpy and looking young or whatever. So she walks to, the friend is walking to the husband's car. Now, They don't see the wife. She don't see the wife, okay? So the wife said, I had to walk really fast because I was trying to figure out who is this woman coming from upstairs from this apartment, and it's only supposed to be my husband up there because a Caucasian couple live upstairs, and my husband's cousin, lives on the other side, so it should have only been somebody Caucasian coming from that side anyway. So now she's getting down there real quick, trying to get to the car. She finally gets to the car and she looks and she calls her friend name. The friend turns around. See, sometimes your best friend that you giving information to, right, is fucking your husband. Sometimes your best friend, because she know when you and your husband have an argument because you want to know why you're calling her. And if she fucking your husband, what she'll do is say, oh, babe, you know what? I got something to do. I got to hang out with my family, just like she just did to her right in this incident. They had a big argument. She calls her friend. She had a big argument with her husband. She calls the friend and tell a friend. And then the friend immediately knows that, okay, she done fucked around and got in an argument with him. So now I got to go tend to my man. That's her man. That's her man. She fucking her man. Okay? So she can't tend to you, bitch. She can't tend to you. I'm mad with the wife. Because why are you telling your business? Okay? Why would you want to be like, you want to argue with this man for, you know what I'm saying? Why are we doing that? And why are you telling your friend? Y'all got to be careful of who you tell your business to. So now the friend tell her, nah, sis, I can't be with you tonight. I got to go be with my family. The family she talking about is your husband. That's who she talking about, baby. The family she talking about is your husband. She going over to that house sit he at his cousin's house. She going over there to fuck your husband at his cousin's house. And that's what she did. And now you on a podcast like, woe is me. Okay? Now you on a podcast talking about woe is me. Now listen to me. It's wrong what this heifer did, that she screwed your husband. It's wrong. It's wrong. But it was wrong of you to go and tell your business to your best friend. Sometimes the same people that will give you horrible advice is waiting for your kingdom to fall. I ain't lying to you. Same people that will give you advice about your husband will watch your kingdom fall. Tia is the poster child for this shit right here. I gotta keep mentioning Tia. She is the poster child for this shit right here. Because you will have friends that will tell you you don't need your husband. Your husband ain't shit. Your husband don't make this. Your husband don't make that. You know what I'm saying? And so now, you go and you turn on your husband. You know what I'm saying? Instead of y'all trying to work it out, you turn on your husband. And so you got an argument with your husband, and the first thing was to call your girl on the phone and be like, can we go out tonight? But why was your girl thinking, let me go be with my man, your husband? And that's what you should have been thinking. Like, let me try to go work this out with my husband. Or not even had just let him leave the house so upset. You could have said, honey, let's sit down. Let's talk about this disagreement we got. You know what I'm saying? But no, your first instinct was, let me call my girl because I'm going out with my girl tonight. But when you called your girl, her first instinct was like, let me go be with your man. Okay? That's her first instinct. Her man is upset. That's your husband. But her first instinct was, my man is upset. Let me go tend to my man. Let me go tend to my man. And you the wife. And your first instinct was like, let me go out with my girls. Let me go out and chill with my girl, my bestie. And her first instinct was like, let me go be with her husband. Your priorities is messed up, baby. I don't feel bad for you on this video right here. Here's another one we about to get into that, you know, best friends will screw you up. Best friends will screw you up. Here's another, you know, from the hyena kingdom. Here's another video from the hyena kingdom. Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
So Maya basically puts it in Denise's ear that you are cheating with her because why?
Because she saw me one week, and I was at a restaurant with a lady, and I was also at a bar with a lady.
All right, Maya, why don't you get up? So you saw Richard in 2 different places with the same girl?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how do you know they were cheating? Or what was it about? What was going on between them that you
The
were
way
convinced?
they were pampering each other, most likely.
What do you mean by pampering?
He will the girl will lean into his shoulder, and he will hug her. And there's times where I seen him coming out of the bar, and they gave themselves a big, huge, long hug.
Okay.
So me and Denise were driving home, and she starts crying. And, you know, at this time, I'm still madly in love with her. And so I start to, you know, I become vulnerable. So I'm like, what's wrong? And then she tells me that, well, somebody said that you were cheating on me. Somebody. So it's somebody. I knew who somebody was right away. So, of course, I don't like her. So I got pissed. You're calling me a liar. That's the one thing that...
You told her, I'm not cheating on you.
No, why would I cheat
And
on
you didn't believe him?
I did not believe
Why
him.
didn't you believe him?
Just the details that Maya finally revealed to me, just saying...
What was it that Maya said that convinced you he was deep?
She told me that they were very close at the restaurant and at the bar the second meeting. He picked up the tab, he was pulling her chair out, they were walking very close together, just looking like it was the first few dates with a new woman.
So then what happened? So then you guys continue arguing.
I go inside the house. She actually brings me a cup of water, and I think she wanted to calm me down. And I tell you, I love the lady. She's crazy, but I still love her. So she brought me some water. I drank the water. I laid down. And the next thing you know, I had a full head of hair. I had a full set of locks. That's what actually attracted her to me. And I wake up, and there's a patch missing. A patch in the top of my head. And I look over, and I see the locks on the bed.
Did you cut his dreadlocks?
I did, Your Honor.
And that's funny.
It's not funny. I understand.
What did you cut his dreadlocks with? A scissor?
I cut him with the scissors, and I cut on the back of his head where it wouldn't be very obvious.
Did you give him something to sleep?
I did.
Yes.
What did you give him?
I did give him some sleeping pills.
Some? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Just 3.
Do you normally take sleeping pills?
I don't know. I don't need sleeping pills. I sleep pretty.
He was acting really raging.
Did you read the instructions on the sleeping pill? Did you see how many you should have taken?
I know I didn't. I
don't want to hear anything from you.
I didn't.
Why is this funny to you?
It's not funny. It was just that he was in such a rage that night that
So it was therapeutic, as you say, right? Yeah?
Yeah. I just felt that he needed to calm down.
So what happened? You woke up the next morning, you realized the love of your life, the woman that you worshipped, cut your dreads off.
And he worshipped her.
She just admitted she gave you some sleeping pills.
I just cut a few.
I was furious.
I did not cut all.
I could have done anything.
So what you do? Did you break up with her?
I mean, she was gone. She left me this note here.
Let me see.
This is crazy.
She didn't even have the decency to write me a paragraph. It was just a sentence.
Well, I mean, you broke my heart. I'm sorry.
Says, thanks for cheating on me.
Mine broke your heart.
Thanks for cheating on her.
Well,
Enjoy your hair.
You were cheating.
Who was I with, Maya?
Okay.
With the lady, I don't even know.
She doesn't know who the lady is.
I never seen her around
Doesn't know the lady.
She's showing her for $3,000?
Yes.
Okay, for...
I believe that, my hair, my father's hair, my grandfather's hair, my father and my grandfather practiced Rastafarianism. I didn't really practice it that much, but out of respect and reverence for my father, I had my hair. I've been growing my hair since I was 5 years old. I really feel like the $3,000 is really not even close to what it actually costs, but I really feel like something like this, there has to be some sort of repercussions.
No.
All right, so
didn't have
Bernard,
to cut all your
can
hair.
you bring the witness, please?
Here comes the witness.
I'm an investment banker, Your Honor. Hulk Hogan was able to pull it off,
Sorry.
but I wouldn't
I did
have
not
been
cut
able to pull
all
it
your
off.
threads off.
You didn't call them up. You cut them up by your own choice.
Okay. Can you tell me your name, please?
Valerie.
And Denise, do you recognize this young lady?
I do,
Who is
actually.
she?
This
That's
is
his
Richard's cousin.
Okay.
It's his cousin.
And Maya, who's this girl?
The lady that
That's
was
the
with
woman I
him
saw
on the
him
bar.
at the bar.
At,
That's
dinner.
the woman.
And can I ask you what was happening while were you out with your cousin?
I was basically, I've been consulting my cousin for a while now because I've been having issues with my ex-husband.
Yes.
He cheated on me recently, so I just drove out and hung out with my cousin for a while, just kind of get away.
Anything you want to say, Denise?
I feel kind of bad now that what I've done to him. I wasn't aware that it was his cousin. He never told me it was his cousin, so I was not sure of whom the woman
Well, he
was.
had no idea what you were talking about. You were accusing him of cheating with somebody. Who the heck was he supposed to say him cheating with when he wasn't cheating? Because he was actually telling the truth.
I'm really shocked that it was his cousin. He never told me that she was in town, and I just assumed that it was somebody else.
You drugged him, first of all, gave him sleeping pills that you have no idea how that would have affected him. You actually almost committed a battery on him because you touched him without his permission. You cut his hair off. He had no right to do that. Absolutely no right to do that. And you sit there now, a complete fool of yourself. And you have to stop hanging out with people who are manipulative, who don't have the best interest for you, such as your girlfriend Maya, because I don't believe she does. I think that Richard did. But unfortunately, you completely ruined that. So based on the evidence, Richard, I will grant your $3,000 claim. And so
The judge even said Richard is a good man. I guess you missed out on that because he's a good man. See, I'm gonna share something with y'all. When y'all get good men like this, you know what I'm saying? When y'all get good men like this, okay, and they want to be kind and they always want to do stuff for you and they just want to love up on you and stuff like that, y'all fuck it up. Y'all fuck it up. And then you know what happened? You know what happened? You know what happened? The next woman that get him, she got to break down every wall he got. The next woman that get him, she got to break down every wall he got. You making it hard for the next sister, okay? You making it hard for the next sister that really want him, okay? But now she got to break down every wall he got, okay? Because of this bullshit. You done cut his hair. You done cut his hair, okay? Mr. He said, got in here and said, Samson. And then Renee said, Samson and Delilah. I'm tired. I'm tired. So now you done cut this man's hair. You're going to say, it wasn't really noticeable. I cut it from the back. He has been cutting his hair. He has been growing his hair. Okay? And it's not dreads. It's not dreads. It's locks. We be saying dreadlocks. But that's not, it's called locks. We supposed to say locks. My daughter told me that. Okay? So he has had those locks since he was 5 years old. And you just, snip, okay? And $3,000, the judge should have gave him more. $3,000. Do you know how much it costs to maintain that type of locks? Do you know how much it costs to maintain locks? And he's a businessman. So you know he had those small, pretty locks that was like really, really small and nice and neat because he's a businessman, okay? He was from 5 years old. He had those locks in his hair. From 5, Ellis. From 5, damn it, okay? And she went and just snip, okay? All that hair. And he said he did it to honor his grandfather and his father. Damn, that's terrible. Just wickedness. Why would you think to cut his hair? Because you know he loves his hair. You know he loves his hair. That's probably why you decided, well, let me do that. Hey, Naomi, what's up, baby? That's probably why you decided, let me do that. Let me cut the back off like that. And then you listening to your stupid friend that said, I saw him in a restaurant at a bar huddled up with some woman. You didn't see him kiss the woman. Okay? You didn't see him kiss the woman. He was consoling the woman. You said when they walked out of the bar, he held the woman really tight. Okay? Because he was consoling his cousin. Now the girlfriend gonna say, well, he didn't tell me that his cousin was in town. I'm quite sure he told you. But you was listening to your stupid friend, okay? I'm quite sure your boyfriend told you that he was going to go get drinks with his cousin, okay? Ain't no way you missed that. You probably wasn't paying attention to what he said, okay? So now you go and listen to your stupid friend Maya, okay, whatever her name is, okay? That she sat up there and said, yeah, he cheating on you. Instead of you asking questions, but what did you do? You drug him. You give him 3 sleeping pills and stuff. And if I was the judge, I would have put you for charges because you drugged them. I would have put you for charges, damn it. Okay? I'd have put you for charges. But then, you know, you drug him and you cut his hair and you said, oh, I hope you like your haircut. You know, you done. I hope you like your haircut, cheater. I'm done. Okay? Instead of you actually, as old as you are, you couldn't find out what the hell was really going on. You couldn't find out what the hell was really going on. No, you just jumped the gate and listened to your stupid friend. This is why I tell y'all, my sisters, okay? My sisters, listen to me. Take time and find out the truth. Do not get up there and listen to these girlfriends. Some of these girlfriends will lead you down the wrong path. Do you hear me? Some of these girlfriends will make you miss out on the love of your life. Do you hear me? Some of these girlfriends will make you miss out on the love of your life. Some of these girlfriends will make you miss out on your teacher. Now, will I say she missed out on her teacher? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, that man was supposed to be her teacher. She missed out on her teacher. Do you know what it is to get the true love of a good man? Do you know how good that feels? Do you know how good it feels to get the love of a good man? That somebody is checking about you. Somebody worried about you. Somebody worried about your well-being. Do you know how it feels to have the love of a good man? Do you know how it feels? Some of y'all don't know how it feels. That's why y'all can get out here and fuck somebody else shit up. That's why. That's why. Okay? That's why y'all can go and just fuck somebody else shit up. Okay? All right? And only why I talk like this is because this is my testimony. This is part of my testimony. When I talk about stuff like this, this is part of my testimony. I had a friend 22 years. This girl was my ride to die. We did everything together. Everything together, honey. Everything together. Made buco money together in Newark Airport. Man, every time I turned around, money was dropping like banks in my account, and hers too. We ain't know how to go home. We ain't know how to go home. Okay? We ain't know how to go home. Okay? That's how nasty it was. We were best friends like that. We ain't know how to go home. We did everything together. I got married. God said, your teacher is coming. It's time. You know, you doing all this nonsense. It's time for your teacher to come. Same girl that I love so much, not girl, but woman. Same woman that I love so much. Been friends with her for so many years. I used to talk to her about my marital, you know, when me and my husband had disagreements and stuff like that. And if I was not on my journey for growth, if I wasn't on my journey that something was going on wrong inside of me, I would have fucked my relationship up with my husband. I had to say it raw like that because I would have messed up. I would have lost my king because I listened to a friend that I loved, that I knew more. Okay? All right? I had told her something that had hurt me. And you know what she told me? She gave me the most horrible advice in the world. She told me, look, so-and-so from TSA like you. Okay? And you know He like big girls. I hate when people tell me, oh, I like big girls. And you know what my comeback always is? My husband like big girls too. You know what I'm saying? My husband like big girls too. I don't give a fuck if you like big girls. That's not my business. Okay? So I knew that this brother liked me, but I never continued to, flirt with him. I didn't flirt with him. I told him like, listen, I love my husband. I'm not, And mind you, she encouraged this. She encouraged it. Talk to this guy and everything. She encouraged this. Okay? So when he rolled up on me, he thought like it's some good. And I told him, I said, listen, I don't care how many cameras is back here in this satellite. I will drop you. And they gonna suspend me. I will drop you if you come up on me. Okay? So now I went and I talked to her. I said, are you talking to him about, something what might go on between me and him? And she was like, but I just see you not happy in your mind. I said, yes, I'm not happy at that time. But why would you go and just encourage me to do something with this man? And then I go and destroy my home. Just because you're going through some hard times, my sisters, that doesn't mean you give up on your marriage. You continue to fight through until the next season comes around. And only why I was displeased with my husband is because of the corrections and the teaching. We don't like to be held accountable. I like to do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I ain't want nobody to call me on it. Okay? So that's what was the problem. Because I don't like to be checked about shit that I have done. And my king is not one of those men. If you do nonsense, he's going to correct you in mid-sentence. This is not right. Okay? So now, she give me some bad advice. Okay? Now, I want y'all to listen to this. 6 months later, I see her in my husband DM. Okay? I see her in my husband DM. And I asked my king, I'm like, honey, what's going on? Why is she, DMing you? He said, I don't even know. He said, you want me to respond back? I said, no, don't respond back. Don't respond back. And that had turned me. My heart turned from her. Why are you asking my husband, oh, how your day going? How you doing? Why are you asking my husband that? Why you ain't call my ass and ask me how his day going and how he doing? Why you DM him and ask him? Renee, you already know, baby. You already know it was, baby. But that good job was holding me back. That good job was holding me back. So I just, kept my distance. I kept my distance and just was like, I gotta let this go because this ain't gonna work out. Because can you imagine if my husband would have sparked up a conversation with her and that she know I had done something with that supervisor, okay? She known I had done something with him because it's your girlfriend, you gonna come back and tell. So if I would have came back and told you know what she would have did? She would have held that over my head. And she would have told my husband, oh, do you know your wife had cheated with so-and-so and this and that, and she not no good wife, and then what would have happened? My husband, all hell would have broke loose. I'd have lost my husband. All hell would have broke loose. Okay? This is why I tell y'all, you got to be careful when you have these girlfriends. I'm not saying all women are evil. I'm not. Any woman that can correct you when you do bullshit to your husband, that's a friend. If she immediately takes your husband's side and be like, wait a minute now, check that shit. You talking to him like you crazy. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you think she doing anything with your husband, but she cares about the family. So she talks to you. You got a good husband. Calm down. You got a good husband. You need a friend like that. Okay? You need a friend like that that's going to tell you, wait a minute now, sis. Wait a minute now. You're messing up. Okay? Another thing, too, stop having these girlfriends that's single. Okay, you married, stop being around these girlfriends that's single. Okay, also when you start getting around women who are married, make sure you still see the husband happy. Don't look at the wife. Look and see if the husband is still happy. Okay, don't look at the wife, look at the husband. Look at the husband. Okay, because your girlfriend can be happy all she wants, but look at the husband. If the husband is still happy, then yeah, you take advice from her. You take advice from her. I told y'all, you got to take advice from the auntie that comes to the cookout, and her and the husband got the same outfit on and the same sneakers and shit. Okay? That same auntie that disappeared in the park with her husband. That same auntie, when they dancing together, doing that two-step together. That same auntie, when she making the uncle the plate and she bring the plate to the uncle and the uncle smack on her ass, that's the auntie that you talk to. Don't talk to the one that be at the cookout and she got the Bible strapped to her chest and looking crazy. Don't talk to that one, okay? Don't talk to that one. I'm not saying all women who hold the Bible is crazy. I'm saying that some of them that hold that Bible to their chest, they throw all these types of scriptures on their husband instead of being kind to him, okay? Okay, instead of being kind to him and caring about him and understanding the assignment and fucking your husband on a regular. Don't be with those aunties that don't be doing all that. Don't talk to that auntie. If you see the auntie always being nasty to her husband and all the time she like, you know, she don't want to spend, don't get advice from that one. I don't care how many years they've been married. Don't get the advice from that one. Okay, get the advice from the auntie that can still do the dip when she dances with her husband and her husband smack her right on the ass. Get that advice from her. Get the advice from her. She's still fucking her husband. Not that one who be every time, you know, everybody making plates for their husband. And she go up there and make the plate for her husband. I mean, she go up there and make the plate for herself. And then she go sit down. Okay? Okay? She go sit down. And the husband, everybody looking, and the husband is still sitting in the chair. And they like, John, she ain't make you nothing to eat. And he said, oh, she always doing that. Don't you get advice from her. Don't you get advice from her. Okay, Quincy, stop laughing at me. Don't you get advice from her. Okay? Because the last time me and my king was at a naming ceremony, I was making my king food, right? The ladies are looking at me, oh, your husband can't come up. Now, this is an African ceremony. This is a naming ceremony, okay? This is Nigerians, okay? So I'm up there making my husband stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they looking at me like, oh, he can't come. No, he can't come up here. No, I'm making his plate. Yeah, he can't come up here. All y'all other husbands that want to stand in line, that's your business. But mine can't come up here and make his plate. I'm making his plate. And I happily, I had my regalia on, okay? All my Nigerian attire. You know, I just swung my dress real good and walked to the table. No, he can't make his plate. Okay? No. When we dance together. No, he can't make his plate. Okay? That's your business. Y'all mad? That's not, listen. Listen, it is what it is. My sisters, that's why I'm telling y'all. Stop following these women who are single. They see something in your man. This is why they tell you he ain't shit. And you know this man is good. We not talking about Pookie and Ray and all this other nonsense. You know that this man is good. You know he's a good man. You see goodness in him. Sometimes y'all get in arguments, but why you getting in arguments because he trying to correct your ass. So you go and tell your girlfriend and shit. She know he a good man. You know he a good man. But she telling you, oh, you know what? If you ain't happy, just leave him. Just leave him. That's the first. That's how you know that's the first red flag. Just leave him. Just leave him. Okay? That's how you know. That's how you know it's a problem. She already know he a good man because she want him. She want him. And you know what usually happens after y'all crazy behinds, leave your husband. Okay, she mysteriously gets to the house. Why is she getting to the house? Oh, I know, it's been like a week. You ain't had no home cooked meal, or 2 weeks. You ain't had no home cooked meal since she left. But I brought you over here some peach cobbler. I bought you some peach cobbler and some fried chicken and some greens and macaroni and cheese and some biscuits, homemade biscuits. Okay, okay. So now you done brought the food. Okay, he looking at you. I don't know what happened. I was a good husband. I don't know why she did all this to me. Okay, okay. Now the heifer is listen, and now the heifer talking. She walk up to him. Now you know she don't wore a shirt that her titties hang out a little bit. So now she walk up to him and try to hug him and stuff, and he just lean into her breast, you know, and you know she got some good smelling perfume on. Okay, okay. I can't say white diamonds because white diamond ain't for heifers. White diamond is for married women, okay, and women that got substance. Okay. All right, so I ain't gonna say she got white diamond on. I don't know what the hell she got on. So now he leaning into the breast and smelling on her and stuff like that. Okay, and then he just, you know, he start kissing the breast and stuff like that. And she just look at him and then she kiss him. Okay, she gonna fuck your husband. That's it, because she gave you bad advice for you to leave him. Okay, she gave you bad advice. Leave him. He nagged too much. She want a man like that. She wants somebody that's gonna correct her. All these men y'all get in here, he nagged too much. This is your teacher. I'm gonna tell you something that they had that nobody told me when I was young. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something that nobody told me when I was young. Any man who gets in here and he gives you correction, that's your teacher. That's your teacher. Any man who gives you corrections, that's your teacher. Okay? That's your teacher. He sees something in you that's going to make him wife you. That is your teacher. Don't miss your teacher. Don't miss your teacher, baby. Okay? Ricky for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. Ricky says, stop telling your girlfriends everything you don't do. Okay? Okay? You don't do that. That's right. Stop telling these heifers everything. Okay? Stop telling them. I gotta go. My husband is off today. I gotta go. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'm done. Okay, everybody, thank you for donating to the channel. I appreciate y'all. Let's get the count in. Okay, 77 people voted. Why do you think Brickface Lady came back to social media? So now the first one is 86% to double down on her story. Okay, the second one is 14%. She ready to move different. Oh, damn. Okay, so 86% want it. 86% want it. Okay. Missy he said, good job, sis. Thank you. I was trying. I'm about to go live too. That's right. Ricky said, I'm about to go live. Y'all, please tune in to Ricky Williams. Okay. All you got to do, see this man in the chat right now. Y'all head over to this brother content. Brother content always fire. Let's get in here with everybody who donated. Here we go. One more time for the crowd in the back. Here we go. I appreciate all of y'all who took time to donate to the channel. I know that it's Christmas time and I know the holidays are here, so it's hard for a lot of y'all to donate, and I appreciate everybody who donate. Thank you so much. Okay, and everybody who came and hit the like and subscribe button, because y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all said, let me get in here and see what this fat heifer talking about. And I appreciate y'all. Okay, I gotta go. Now, if you want to shop with with our family business, okay, if you want to shop with us because it's the holidays, okay, if you want to shop with us, come and check out ubmracksfashion.com. Okay, the prices are cheaper on our main website because there's no middleman. But if you also shop with eBay, POSHMARK, or Mercari, the prices are a little steep. But if that's where you shop at, then you do what it do, baby. Okay, do what it do. Also, if you want to shop merch with us, scroll to the top of the page. You will see shop or store. Okay, that's where I sell merch at. Okay, YouTube got me out here hustling that merch. Okay, so hoodies, shirts, water bottles, mugs, baby clothes, all that good stuff. Y'all go check it out if you're interested. Okay. Also, shout out to all the content creators who came and rocked with me today. So we also had Mr. Heath said, Ricky Williams was in here, Lost in Translation podcast, J. Lo Raw. Guys, please make sure you tune into these content creators and hit the like and subscribe button. Come and rock with them each and every day that they go live. Okay. I'm sorry for being late today. I apologize for that. But God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay? And listen. Be careful of those women friends. Okay? All right? Listen, a word to the wise, honey. Y'all take heed to the message. Okay? Take heed to the message, everybody.